Hi viewers, welcome to all. Here we are discuss about a project FPGA based high definition SPWM generations with a harmonic mitigation property for voltage source inverter application. The switching speed using high resolution sinusoidal pulse width modulations is advantageous in order to produce a limited capability and fine sinusoidal output for DC to AC converter. This paper processes a unique FPGA based high resolution definition SPWM architecture for integrating a low frequency pulse width modulation. It's trained to a high frequency sinusoidal pulse width modulations in order to minimize inverter output with harmonic while attaining high resolution output. An optimized FPGA-based two-stage finite-state machine architecture is designed where the initial stage desired pulse width of a low-frequency pulse width modulation train. Based on the pre-mediate pulse width of a high-frequency SPWM train, and final stage integrates a low-frequency pulse width modulations with high-frequency pulse width modulations. Regarding to generate a updated high-frequency sinusoidal pulse width modulation pulse width. Furthermore, a pre-formulation mathematical model for calculating duty cycle count of pulse train is constructed to allow the continuous modifications of the HD modulation sinusoidal pulse width modulation index. The suggested generation has the advantages of harmonic mitigations, continuous fine adjustment of MI, the quick processing time, and the demand of small position of the medium-sized FPGA, resulting in a favorable trade-off between a bigger designs and a greater performance. Finally, this proposed work to design and modify the hardware architecture of the high-definition SPWM generations with a harmonic mitigation system due to the performance utilizations and hence proved with the area delay and power consumptions. To design the sampling frequency at 4 MHz and switching frequency at 20 kHz range, to design the proposed hardware architectures at Vertex 7 FPGA, and regarding to improve the performance range of high speed utilization. Now we can verify the base paper. This is a base paper title and base paper abstract. Here we can design a SPWM, that means the switching and sinusoidal pulse width modulation. Okay, so this sinusoidal pulse width modulations we need to generate using this architecture. Okay, here the figure 6 architectures will support for that. Okay, so this is the architecture of proposed HD SPWM generation scheme. Okay, so here they are given an input M, N, reset and Fs. Okay, so Fs is a sampling frequency. So once they are given a sampling frequency, based upon the sampling frequency we need to generate a sine wave and cosine wave. Okay, so this sine and cosine wave we need to generate with a particular deviation, that is a modulation signal. Okay, so that modulation signal of switching speed is 0.8, that is a 80 kilohertz deviations we need to change it. Okay, so here the sine wave generations we need to design with this kind of LUTs, and this is a PUI and PU2. Okay, so these two things will support for sine correlations and cos correlations ROM memory, and the state machine will designed in the FMD unit. Okay, so the output of this state machines and the PUI and PUI2 will added with the adder. Okay, and it will be given to the harmonic mitigation system. Okay, the two indexing frequency will be added and it will be compared, then we will be taken the output of S1, S2, S3, S4. Okay, so now we are developed this architecture in Verilog HDL code and simulated in Modellism and synthesized in Xilinx FPGA. Okay, now we can verify the coding part. Okay, so this is a test bench of the coding. Okay, so here we are given the clock frequency is 4 MHz. Okay, and this is a M value. So the M value we are given at 0.86. Okay, and N equal to 3. Okay, so these are the input we are given. Okay, so this is a top model code. Here the clock reset M, N is the input and output is S1, S2, S3, S4. Okay, so first of all we need to develop the sine wave subsystem and modulation index and adjustment MI and adder and comparator. Okay, so this sine wave subsystem will have a control unit and sine wave unit and PUI unit and PUI2 unit and FMD unit. Okay, so this FMD unit will have a state machines. These are the state machines. Okay, so and these are the supporting coding for this project. Okay, now we can verify the simulation part. Okay, so this is a simulation. Okay, so here you can check the output S1, S2, S3, S4. Okay, it will be plotted the same output in the base paper. Okay, the figure 9 it will be mentioned. You can verify S1, S3, S2 and S4. Okay, so this S1 will be a complement of S2 and S3 will complement of S4, and this S1 to S3 will have a 2 clock cycle delay. Okay, so this is a delay. Okay, so you can check the clock cycle. Okay, and if you need to check the frequency of this S1 means you can check on here. Okay, so it's a 20 kilohertz range and 70 kilohertz deviation. Okay, and if you are check in the this part, you can check the frequency on here. Okay, it's a 20 kilohertz because it's a modulation frequency. The YHT and FHT is a modulation frequency. Okay, so here we are switching the YM at a 20 kilohertz plus 80 kilohertz deviation. Okay, so here this is a 80 kilohertz deviation range and this is a 20 kilohertz deviation range. Okay, so in between you are checking this YHD, it will come across 20 kilohertz range. Okay, so if you are checking this signal at this range, it will come across 20 kilohertz 0.83 kilohertz deviation. Okay, and this is a sine wave and this is a cosine wave. Okay, so this is a YAD. Okay, so we need to add this two signal. Okay, we can get here. Okay, this is a pulse width modulation. Okay, so this pulse width modulation comparison output is S1, S2, S3, S4. Okay, and this part will be added into the Xilinx synthesize. Okay, and this is a RTL schematic for this project. Okay, so here you can check the inputs and outputs. Okay, so here you can check this is a M input and this is a N input and clock reset. Okay, so here we are use the modulation index, adjustment MI. Okay, and this is the added part. Okay, the added part will add the value PUI and PUI2. Okay, and this is a comparator and this is a sine wave subsystem unit. It will have a the two correlation room and control unit and sine wave unit and FMD unit. Okay, so this FMD unit will integrate it with the state machine part. Okay, and this is a design summary of this project. Okay, so here you can check the slice registers, LUTs and occupied slice, IO bus. Okay, and fan out effect, buff G. Okay, everything you can compare it here. And this is a synthesis report of this project. Here you can check the delay 2.185 nanoseconds. Okay, and you can check the power, it will take a 0.143 okay volt, and you can check the thermal parameters, it will take a 1.4 and maximum ambient is 84.8. okay, so in paper they are mentioned the thermal power is 35.2 and junction temperature is 27.7. okay, so we will get a good in the performance. Okay, so and the paper comparisons we have compared with the table 1, the number of comparisons paper, the existing system it will be developed into the Spartan 3 FPGA and proposed systems will developed in Vertex 7 FPGA. okay, so this is a modified work. okay, So you can verify the number of slice registers, 4 input LUTs, occupied slices, bonded IO base, and delay and power. Okay, you can check the percentage of this values. Okay, so here it will take a 1%, 1%, 1%, and 5%. Okay, and the delay and power additionally we have mentioned. Okay, and this is a comparison analysis chart. Okay, and we are written abstract document for this project. This is a base paper abstract, improvement of this project, proposed title, proposed abstract, existing system, disadvantages, proposed system, okay, proposed architecture, simulations and power report, advantages and related notes for this work. Literature survey. Finally, references. Okay, thank you.
If you need more video related with VLSI projects implementation, please like and subscribe this channel.